Dancing with the Stars is a live television spectacle like almost no other. Combining professional dancers with B-list stars in a high-performance, high-pressure live TV competition, almost anything can happen. And it sometimes gets pretty awkward. These are some of the most uncomfortable Dancing with the Stars moments ever. Why anyone allowed Geraldo Rivera to dress up as Donald Trump during season 22 of Dancing with the Stars is a mystery. Although Twitter users ran amok with commentary after the performance, the cringeworthy moment was enough to send Rivera home after his first week of being on the show. His partner slinked around him during the routine, spoofing Trump's wife, Melania. Naturally, the judges weren't impressed.
Well, unfortunately, you did not make dance great again, but you did make me laugh.
Rivera apparently saw the end coming. The Orlando Sentinel reported that after he got the boot, he quipped, "If I didn't get eliminated tonight, I would have demanded a recount."
Maybe you shouldn't wait till 72 to start dancing.
Ironically enough, the season also featured Trump's ex-wife, Marla Maples, who believed the president would have enjoyed the performance.
I'm sure Donald will have a kick out of it.
Season 23 featured Olympian Ryan Lochte, who joined the cast after his 10-month suspension from swimming competitions for allegedly lying about an armed robbery during the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Lochte and his partner didn't perform a dance that warranted any uncomfortable groans, yet what happened after they performed left the pair seriously flustered and distraught. Judge Carrie-Ann Inaba gave her verdict, then suddenly started shouting at someone while the camera stayed focused on her.
Excuse me! Hey, back off!
The network suddenly went to commercial. ABC later released actual footage of what really happened. Two men wearing anti-Lochte t-shirts swarmed the stage in protest, only to be met by security guards tackling them to the ground. The camera then panned to the audience, which featured even more hecklers. After the episode aired, Lochte told CNN he was, quote, "a little hurt by what had happened," adding, "You know, at that moment I was really heartbroken. My heart just sunk." Although the Olympian did release a public apology on his Instagram and Twitter pages initially after his alleged fib, there was clearly still some bad blood going around amongst fans of the Olympic Games. Of course, live TV being, well, live, sometimes you can't account for sudden wardrobe malfunctions. During season 22 of the show, pro dancer Sharna Burgess suffered some unfortunate top-half spillage while performing the tango with her celeb partner, NFL star Antonio Brown. Dancing to a cover of the Rolling Stones' Paint It Black, Burgess's bustier continuously slipped down, with the buxom beauty failing to notice. As the pair finished their routine and walked up to the judges' panel, Tom Bergeron slyly made Burgess aware of what had happened.
Pull it up just a touch, just for the family. Okay.
What? In an interview with Entertainment Tonight a year later, the Aussie-born dancer dished about the incident.
I had that notorious nip slip about a year ago, and so I am covered in head to toe with double-sided tape.
And assured everyone that it wouldn't be happening to her again.
Everyone at ABC was like, oh dear God. And so now I get triple checked every show to make sure that I am in nice and tight and nothing's going to fall out anyway.
When the co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak, signed on to compete in Season 8's Dancing with the Stars, he did it with a humble purpose. According to The Guardian, he wanted to prove that, quote, nerds can dance. Try as he might, the tech legend simply couldn't cut it, getting himself and his partner Karina eliminated in Week 4. It was his first dance during Week 1, however, that definitely set the pace for the rest of his time on the show. A cha-cha to a cover of Bachman-Turner Overdrive's You Ain't Seen Nothin' Yet. Sure enough, fans certainly had never seen anything like this before, a jovial computer programmer with a pink boa around his neck dancing in a ballroom. Although the Woz was beaming during the entire dance, he had zero rhythm, causing Judge Bruno to exclaim,
I don't know if it was hilarious or delirious. It was like watching a Teletubby going mad on a gay pride parade.
It wasn't any secret that Mischa Barton hated her brief stint on season 22 of Dancing with the Stars. She loathed it so much, in fact, that when she opened up in an interview with The Ringer, she revealed it was like the Hunger Games. It was all a popularity contest. Lucky for Barton, she only lasted 3 weeks, probably since she looked visibly uncomfortable during all of her dances. According to Fox News, even her dramatic behavior in the rehearsal before her performance raised eyebrows. To make matters worse, the actress seemed to want to put the blame on a variety of other factors.
I was relying on you to make it a positive experience.
But you were already in the zone of like being not wanting to do this. That's my honest opinion.
Barton told host Tom Bergeron after the dance, "We've had a really rough day of me not being able to hear the song. It's been a really rough week. Today was a really bad rehearsal. The live band, suddenly today I was being thrown by everything. It is what it is."
That wasn't a dance, that was walking.
Speaking to The Ringer, Barton continued making excuses like not getting along with her partner and having a lack of creative control.
Like, I can't do another week of this. He's not getting it, and it's horrible for me.
She summed up her experience by saying, "It was awful. I was so glad to get kicked off." It's no secret that Dancing with the Stars is a physically demanding show. Singer Marie Osmond loved the challenge, but had some scary results. During season 5, Osmond had just finished dancing the samba with her partner when they stood by the judges' table to receive their scores. As the judges discussed the duo's technique, Osmond's breathing progressively got louder until she suddenly lost consciousness.
You've got to show the gaiety and the fun of the samba.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
While producers were worried and eventually made Osmond undergo a medical examination, the singer kept things lighthearted after the show's quick commercial break. According to Fox News, she giggled and said, "Once in a while that happens to me when I get winded. I stop breathing."
And I thought it was unique that I would fall in the shortest dress I've worn in the whole season.
Yeah, I know.
TV journalist Nancy Grace competed in season 13 of Dancing with the Stars. She lasted an impressive 8 weeks, even after her embarrassing slip-up during her performance in the second week. Dancing the quick step with her partner, Grace swiftly hopped and floated through the routine until the end, where her quick step turned a bit too quick, causing the buxom blonde to spill out of her dress on camera. Grace didn't realize the slip either, allowing host Tom Bergeron to take the reins and alert her. Per Huffington Post, the host subtly hinted on the European version that would be perfectly fine.
It was a bit top-heavy at times, my darling. And I got an eyeful, I tell you that.
A mortified Grace proceeded to immediately pull her dress up and cower away. After the performance, the TV personality spoke to Us Weekly about the incident, but denied a full-on wardrobe malfunction, saying, "We have taken every precaution known to men in this dress right here. I'm talking industrial-size precaution. There may have been, as Tristan said, a little bit of jiggling, but there was absolutely not a wardrobe malfunction." Poor Nancy Grace makes the list yet again, this time remaining fully clothed, yet allegedly letting something else slip on camera. After her week 3 dance, Grace and her partner had a recap with the show's host, Brooke Burke. Briefly discussing their performance, the camera suddenly caught a low-pitched gurgling noise, followed by Grace discreetly holding her stomach with one hand.
They were smiling so big.
It all happened so quickly, but TMZ didn't hold back, jumping to conclusions. Immediately going after the TV journalist and asking her if she did, in fact, let some gas slip, Grace coolly replied, "As an ear witness on the scene, I can absolutely exonerate Tristan, myself, and Brooke. However, the rest of the cast, seated just inches away, all remain under grave suspicion. The investigation continues." It sure did continue, getting progressively weirder with time. A mere days after the alleged gas was passed, TMZ obtained information that a so-called fart fetish group made an offer to ABC to, quote, "license the rights to the infamous Nancy Grace fart footage." A rep for the site told the Tab, "After viewing and hearing Nancy Grace's alleged toot after her performance on Dancing with the Stars, we would like to acquire the rights of the 3-second footage. We wish to acquire this for our members of our website who are fart fanatics." Season 12 star Kirstie Alley is the first to admit that Dancing with the Stars rehearsals can be tough. Partnered with pro dancer Maxim, the Cheers alum told the Daily Mail, "It's really hard. You're twisting things and he'll go, 'Just put your hips like this.' But they don't go that direction." Perhaps thanks to that intense training, the duo made it up to week 8 of the contest. They even got past a pretty big hiccup that occurred early on in the competition. With the theme for the week relying on emotionally charged songs that resonate with stories of celebs' pasts, Alley picked a meaningful connection. She danced the rumba as a tribute to her late parents. With the dance carrying so much emotional weight, you can imagine the devastation when both Ali and Maxim took a tumble halfway through the performance. Maxim later told ABC News about a sudden pain in his leg, saying, "It never happened before. I guess it was like a Charlie horse." In a bizarre twist of fate, it turned out that the pair's dance actually fared quite well. Per the Daily Mail, Judge Carrie-Ann Inaba was even struggling to hold back tears as she gave them the verdict, saying, "Sometimes tragedy leads to amazingly beautiful moments." A week after her unfortunate tumble with partner Maxim, Season 12 star Kirstie Alley suffered yet another blunder, this time a loss of her shoe. Dancing the waltz, the actress's shoe came off after a spin, leaving her to try and quickly put it back on until Maxim came to help her up. Even though this second hiccup was clearly uncomfortable for Alley, the judges decided to let it pass, giving her a sympathetic score of 22 out of 30. Judge Carrie-Ann Inaba gushed, "You didn't miss a beat." Speaking to People, Ali quipped that there was another reason for the seemingly accidental blunder, saying, "I do think it's a conspiracy. I think that the other girls came into my dressing room and tampered with my shoe, and I'm not going to name any names." Petra. Although this marked the second time that the actress remained cool during a live mishap, she still managed to put a jovial spin on things, saying, "I don't know what you do when these things happen. I'm an actress. We go like this. Cut, cut. What the f is up with this shoe? I don't know. Get her a new pair of shoes. Get her 300 pairs of shoes."
I feel like I have dragged Max to the depths of hell.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.